So before we begin today's episode, we have an advertisement. Goggler is proud to support, once again, the Japanese Film Festival 2025, which is brought to you courtesy of Japan Foundation Kuala Lumpur. This time it runs from 10th of September all the way to 19th of October, kicking things off in the Klang Valley before moving to Penang on the 18th, Johor Bahru on the 25th, Kuching on the 9th of October, and then KK on the 16th of October. Go to Goggler MY's Instagram page where you can find out all the information about all the movies that are going to be screened, and there is going to be a special 4K restoration screening of Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. So, it's going to be a pretty awesome festival. Check out our Instagram page for all the details. Also, check out JF_Kuala Lumpur. Follow them on Instagram as well for all the latest updates. You will not be disappointed. Bahir and I are super excited about this year's festival. And today we're going to be talking to you about one of those movies at this year's Japanese Film Festival. It's called The Solitary Gourmet. It is one of my favorite TV shows, and I'm so glad that there is a movie. It's based on a very popular manga. It's called seinen manga. So seinen manga is a subgenre of manga that caters towards 18 to 40-year-olds.
Okay.
Mainly male.
Okay.
Which tackles more serious grown-up stories. No dragons, but the life of an everyday salaryman.
Sure.
The series has been running for 12 seasons, lots of episodes, and all of it centers around one individual, Goro Inogashira, and his quest to find food because he is hungry. He is like an antiques dealer, and in every episode there is no plot per se, except that he's got something to deliver to someone or sell to someone, but on his journey there he finds himself feeling very hungry and tries a different kind of food.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the most Japanese thing ever, because no Western storyteller could pull off something like this.
Yeah.
The movie, Solitary Gourmet, kind of expands on this idea and gives Goro something of a quest. And so it's more than just an extended episode. In this one, he delivers a painting in Paris to an aging Japanese man. And he tells him that when he was growing up on these islands off the coast of Japan, there was a soup that his mother used to make that he really wants to taste one last time. And he asks Goro for a favor, and he says, "Can you help me find the soup or the ingredients to make this soup? And I'm sure my granddaughter can recreate it." And so it sends Goro off on this mission, like kind of an investigative mission, not just to find the soup, but to find out what this soup is, because no one seems to know what this soup is. And so that's what you get over the course of this film, and it's Goro on this quest and just all the delicious food that he eats, and it's just this fantastic slice of life, just poetry. I love it. I mean, this is everything that Japanese cinema is to me, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the TV series, by the way, Bahir?
I've seen a couple of episodes. I know I haven't seen the entire series, but I've seen, I think, probably 1 or 2 seasons.
I think I've only seen 1 or 2 seasons because I think there were only 1 or 2 seasons on Netflix. It's no longer there, unfortunately. But, if you turn on your VPN and set it to Japan, Bahir, all 12 seasons are there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Uma. I don't have a VPN.
Oh, you don't have a VPN?
No, I don't.
Oh,
because it's not right that we should VPN into other countries and watch other countries' stuff.
But just FYI.
Just FYI.
Interesting piece
Thank
of
you.
information.
Yeah, just a
all
little
12
note.
seasons, including the specials.
Oh.
I know.
I agree with you. I think I would love to see a Westerner try and attempt a Japanese slice of life style movie or TV show. Because I'm curious to see if they can hold themselves back from having to throw in a car chase or a sex scene. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this movie has none of that. This film, I would dare say 40, maybe even 50% of the main character's dialogue is him talking to himself in his head.
And he is so good at that.
He's so good at that.
So the lead actor, Yutaka Matsushige, is also the director. He didn't direct the TV series, but he's directing this film. And he's played Goro throughout all 12 seasons, the specials, and in this movie as well.
It is a well-designed show. Just to talk about the production for a minute. It is a well-designed show because when you're on set shooting it, you have to realize that a lot of the time, the dialogue is going to be VO'd over it. So you have to react and time yourself to how you would think about it and how you would say that dialogue 6 weeks later, 8 weeks later, 10 weeks later. And that's not easy. There is just a real synergy between the way he delivers his lines in the VO and the way he acts on set that really makes it all work. And boy, does it work, because it's such a simple idea. It's this guy who's going about his job. A guy who's just doing a thing, and then he gets hungry. And then he goes and looks for a restaurant to go and try. And I just feel like the simplicity of that. The wonderful thing I think about this film and the series and this concept is the idea that Western cinema loves to make the hero a protagonist, or make the protagonist a hero, rather, right? It's always about the chef who cracks this new thing. It's the kitchen staff who are trying their damnedest to make the best dish ever. It's almost never about the person who's eating it. Whereas in this show, both the series and the film, you are watching him enjoy this dish, whether it be a 5-star Michelin thing, or even just a small mom and pop shop in the corner of South Korea somewhere.
He is you.
He is you, and I think that's important. Western cinema wants us to think we're Will Smith pulling the gun and shooting at things, or Keanu Reeves trying to stop the bus in Speed, but we're not. We're just going about our day with our jobs and going to go somewhere to eat. And I think that's why the sheer normalcy of this film really appealed to me.
It's also the execution in how he does that. Even in his journey to find the restaurant, there is something so compelling about how excited he is at looking for authentic French cuisine.
Yeah.
And deciding what to order. Like, there is time spent with him looking at a menu and figuring it out. And it's not a travel show. It's not like a food show on Discovery. No, it's just inside this guy's head because he's genuinely excited about his next meal. And then when the meal comes, you learn stuff about the food, but it's not done in that travel-loggy manner. It's actually done in a very engaging, fictionalized way, but just really clever in how it's executed. You believe him.
It's also very grounded. You believe that he isn't some experienced food historian breaking it down. He isn't some chef that is trying to talk about the different types of onions that could have gone into an onion soup. No, it's just him going, shit, this cheese on this onion soup is really, really good.
Yeah.
This has to be because of just 12 seasons of the show they've done. But can I just say, I tend to find the ASMR-ness of people eating really fucking annoying. Like slurping of noodles, I really don't like it. However, when these guys do it, you're like, oh fuck, that sounds good.
You know why? I think a lot of the time when we see it on TikTok or Instagram or in some of the other travelogue shows, it feels like it's being done for the camera. But there is something about the way he does it. Like, you believe he is genuinely excited about eating this meal. Like, that's good acting. I don't even know if it's acting. Maybe he just really loves food that much and it's true excitement, but that's good acting. And I think that's why you're not annoyed with it. It doesn't feel like it's showboating. It doesn't feel like it's done to incite a reaction. It just feels like you're watching a guy really love what he's eating.
He's not gurning for the camera.
He's not, exactly.
Yeah. And that is very important. Especially when you're talking about a show that is based around a guy who likes to eat food. And there is a real there's real care in the way they've shot this as well. Like, sure, they could have shown him eating that bowl of noodle two ways. But here there's a close up, there's a different angle close up, there's a wide shot, there's a different angled wide shot. It's just him eating one bowl. Sometimes they'll go through 4 or 5 different setups. And as a producer, I'm thinking, God, that must be really annoying because he's just going to have to take one bite and then cut, move the lights, reset everything for a different shot. But I understand why you do it, because there's an artistry there. There's a emotional attachment as you're watching that sequence play out. He's eating the same bowl of noodle, but I've seen him eat it 5 different ways now, and they're all good.
There's also something voyeuristic about it, right? Not just in the way he eats food, but also in this notion of what is that salaryman getting up to? Because most of the time you kind of see him walking away in silhouette, and he looks like every other Japanese salaryman in a dark grey suit, holding a briefcase, lonely, quiet, just walking away into the distance. And you often wonder what their inner lives are like. And this is the story of one of those people. And I think that voyeurism is also channeled through the way they shoot how he's eating it and how he finds these restaurants. I think that's all part of the style. It's all part of the story.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that happening in this movie, mind you. Like, he really goes on a fucking quest. Like, he goes places. And despite all of that, despite all of the minor plots that are taking place, I think the movie doesn't ever lose sight of what Solitary Gourmet is. And so if you're a fan of the series, whether it's the manga or the TV show, you're still going to get everything you loved about that.
Yeah.
I cannot recommend this movie highly enough. I was so excited when the Japan Foundation told us they were bringing this in, because I missed it. It premiered at last year's Tokyo International Film Festival, and I had gone towards the tail end of the festival, and I missed the screenings that took place earlier in the festival. And so I didn't get a chance to watch it there. But I was so excited when they said they were bringing this in.
I'm just really happy for it.
A movie like this makes me feel very happy, very hungry, very content.
I don't know if it makes me hungry. It makes me curious about what he's doing. But like, it's one of those few times I'm watching it and I'm like, man, I'm really happy for him.
Yes, correct.
You know, like I'm really happy for him to have his mind repeatedly blown out by the bowl of whatever that he's eating or the Alaskan pollock that he has. There's no mean-spiritedness in it, right?
I don't think there is.
I'm never jealous. I'm like, oh yeah, I would really love that, but I'm so happy that you're getting to try it.
Yes.
It's such a weird reaction to this movie.
I think it's because it means well.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's no mean-spiritedness. There are no villains here. There are just people with interesting stories and interesting lives. And some of their lives aren't even particularly interesting. They're just people living their lives.
Yes.
And there is something about this show that manages to capture all of that. I feel it's very authentically Japanese. I don't even think the Koreans can do it. I can't think of another culture or another cinema that can actually pull off something like this. It's very, very Japanese. And so, you know, with regard to their curation, if Japan Foundation wants to bring in things that expose Malaysians to the uniqueness and authenticity of Japanese culture, just like how Goro is constantly looking for unique and authentic flavors and experiences, then look no further than Solitary Gourmet. It is exactly that. Once again, we highly, highly recommend Solitary Gourmet. Go check it out at this year's Japanese Film Festival, whether you're in the Klang Valley, Penang, Johor Bahru, Kuching, KK. Check out the JFKL website, the JFKL Instagram page, even the Goggler Instagram page, and you will find all the details on how, when, and where you can watch this movie. Go watch it. You will not be disappointed. If you've seen the Solitary Gourmet, reach out, let us know what you think about it. You know how to get in touch. We're on Instagram on @GogglerMY. You can also email us on podcast@goggler.my or send us a WhatsApp on the Goggler hotline 012-524-5208. Thank you so much for listening. This is the Goggler Podcast.